like, well, like
Oh,
here's why this could work.
I believe I have succeeded. I
Sweet.
I have succeeded. Nice. Awesome. Well, cool. I did succeed, right? Have a look on your end and see if you can like hear both me and you.
Where am I looking?
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, my SquireTrades, but I should be able to find it and send you a link. I think.
There's a slight delay.
Yeah. There should be. It's not. It's not a very large delay. I think it's just a couple seconds. I forgot about my coffee. I'm slacking, man. Well, I suppose let's cover what we have to cover, um, all over again, right?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. Start over here on the 3 month, because why not? In queue, 3 month.
You're not sharing.
What'd you say?
You're not sharing yet.
Oh, that's fair.
You're not sharing with me.
I can do that. There you go.
No.
You got me now?
Yep, 3 month. Thank you.
3 month, bullish. 1 month, bullish. 1 week, bullish, and we just swept sell side liquidity off of this 18th, the week of August, the 18th, it looks like. Man, it was close, but it was close, but we swept it for sure. Down here on the daily, I mean, inverse fair value gap here, inverse fair value gap here. Not that we were ever in bearish market structure, but I would call this a break of structure here. And
Technically, it becomes a breaker here.
yeah, I mean, true. Just barely, but yeah, you're right. It absolutely does become a breaker. Good call. And then your 8 hour is, what are we doing here? I've really been enjoying my little highlighter just because it dumbs things down, and Mike does it a lot, and I think it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Just very simply like what's happening, and now you would expect to see what? Something up here. Just further continuation, right?
Agreed. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
I like just what we've been talking about lately is just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
4-step checklist. We've got this 8 hour looks like it has the opportunity to close as a bullish engulfing candle, which would be phenomenal for us. But I really don't think with NQ, I don't think we are willing to execute until after this 10 o'clock news gets out of our way.
I just don't see the hurry on it. You've got open and 10 o'clock news, so, and it would be nice to see a little bit of a deeper dig. And I know we're working on potentially building a 4 hour or 8 hour engulfing, but I also don't really care because if we look at that dealing range,
it's a wide dealing range, and we're at the top of it.
I wouldn't mind a nice dig. I don't know, we'll see.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. The 1 hour is just kind of chopping around. This is just boring. Like, look at this. Imagine holding a trade overnight last night. I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
But what we did do is leave these equal highs. And if I know anything, well, they're not equal highs, but they're relative equal highs. They're really, really close. And I have to imagine there's no way that we leave that unswept today. Hopefully, in a perfect world, maybe news drives us all the way to London low, and then we can catch some kind of like one of these operations. This would be the ideal play, I think.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, you puts this, if you hit that 1 hour daily range, it wouldn't take. All right, you sweep that London low, get to like 1.5 deviations, wait for a setup off of that.
Yep. It'd be that classic like massive news wick that goes one direction all at once, but then inverses itself and then turns into basically a bullish and basically this exact candle right here at
That'd be nice.
8 a.m. from yesterday. You get that open and you get one big fat sweep of liquidity. Yesterday it was these two relative equal lows right here, and then even this low as well. And then you end up closing. What is this? Bullish engulfing. It's just like
Yeah.
that would be awesome to see all over again today, but this wasn't the. This is just trashy continuation. When you get, I think, this is something we haven't talked a whole bunch about, but it's something I look at a lot. These wicks tell us a lot just in how they form. And when you see a massive wick like this, followed by a big wick like this, followed by another really big wick like this, followed by a fourth one that has another fairly large wick, but on the opposite side of the other three, you have the world's smallest fair value gap right here and no further displacement in any of these candles, other than you're respecting these two fair value gaps, which is fine. But the point is, from 8, 9, 10, and even 11, if you were long yesterday, you didn't have a lot of fun holding this trade. Because these really long wicks, like, talk about being comfortable watching numbers fluctuate within themselves. When
Yeah.
these wicks are printing and that candle, at one point in time, I would bet this candle opened up, took this high, and then you have to see it all the way down here, probably approaching 50% of this wick. Like, in the moment, that would take some guts to hold on to. Or you could just walk away from your screen and not even know it's happening. That would be.
Yeah, I think right now the setup that we should be looking at more is M6, E, 6E.
Agreed. Yeah. Obey.
Discount.
Yeah, I love it. Here again. Look at this again. If I draw this high, I'm willing to bet you life and limb. It's equal highs here, but if I flip to this chart, I bet it's not. Look at that. 6E took the high, M6E did not take the high.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that is I think from what you and I have seen, we typically expect M6 to be the one that kind of gets bullied and sweeps the stops, and we expect 6E to typically be the one that would have not taken the high. And in this situation, this is probably the first time I've seen it the opposite way around, or the first time I've noticed it the opposite way around, I guess.
What's 6B look like? Have you looked at that?
No, sir. Let's have a look. Just as good, honestly. I mean, it's getting deeper of a retrace, that's for sure. And also, it didn't even come close to this high. I'd probably would call that an SMT, actually. So from this high to this high, that's an SMT. It might even be a 4-hour SMT, quite honestly.
It's a strong hourly. I'm on the actual
It is a
spot chart.
4-hour SMT. Gee whiz. That doesn't make me happy, especially with this 4-hour bearish engulfing. Respecting this 4-hour inverse fair value gap and 4-hour bearish fair value gap on 6B. That doesn't give me a lot of comfort. The way that we're pushing down right now and wicking all the way through the fair value gap.
I don't mind that. As long as continues to fold.
Yeah,
Like
as long
where's
as we
where's it
get
gonna
those
close
spots.
in 18 minutes? Yeah.
You know, one thing I do regret that you and I haven't watched recently? It's this bad
Tell
boy
me.
here.
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
because,
like
I mean, look at
what
this.
said
This is just, holy. I mean, you deliver this to you and I on the NASDAQ, or you deliver this on Euro or even the pound. I don't really care. You can pick whatever market you want that we normally trade and give us this price action, and we would make more money in how long has this run been? We'll say it started off this bullish engulfing candle August 20th. So it's been 3 weeks. You give us this exact 3 weeks where it's close your eyes and long every day you wake up. We're going to make probably aggressive statement, but we probably make more money in that 3 weeks than we've made lifetime from trading. Like, this is just unbelievably simple.
Clean.
Yes. You get a bullish engulfing, right? This candle kind of sucks. You get another bullish engulfing. You get a day of accumulation. Then we dip down into both your bullish engulfing candle and this daily fair value gap. You receive another bullish engulfing candle. What do you get here? Then you get your massive inverse fair value gap off to this side, confirmed now. Then you get a retest of this inverse fair value gap literally the next day, and you could get long off this wick. Once again, long, 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 long. Finally, what happens? We dip into the daily fair value gap for 1 day, we leave a long wick, and then what? Well, Friday, September 5th, you were looking to get long. You're looking to get long on Monday, on Tuesday. Now we're kind of in that you should start probably expecting consolidation realistically. I mean, I haven't seen a market run for 3 weeks straight up or straight down in a long time.
Yeah, what's interesting is how long it consolidated. April.
I don't want to talk about that.
It's
what we're gonna, let's say the consolidation started. We'll say it's this bottom, this top to bottom here. How long was that? That's April 22nd to we broke the range over here in August. Late August, September almost. That's just ridiculous.
126 days.
Really?
Yeah, ish.
Ouch. But don't get it confused. Like, there were definitely moves that were catchable in here, I think.
Sure.
Like, if I had to point one out, I would say when you get this leg here and you get this kind of jagged action and you sweep this liquidity and you get this bullish engulfing candle with this inverse fair value gap with this bullish fair value gap, I would have been expecting over here when you get this bullish engulfing candle out of the daily fair value gap and sweeping this swing low, this liquidity here. I mean, this, what day is this? May 29th would have been a great day to get long. The 30th would have been a great day to get long, but it probably didn't work out great. But if you stuck with it, the next following Monday, great day to get long. Even over here, like, you kind of close through this bullish fair value gap, but if you maintain the same bias every single day you wake up, you get long here, you get long here, you get long here. That's 3 days in a row where you're kind of firing. And again down here, you get 1, 2, 3 days in a row. 1, 2, 3 days in a row. Over here's a couple nice days of bullish price action. And then over here you get a sweep of liquidity here, another sweep of liquidity here, and then what? Displacement. Like, even inside of this chop here, there was more opportunity than I feel like EU's chop often delivers us, right? Show me the EU daily opportunity in this garbage right here. There isn't.
Yeah, but let's keep the same concept in mind that we just pulled from gold. I mean, we've been consolidating on EU. Let's see, for a month.
Yep.
Right. So we would expect.
I would expect this soon.
Yeah. Soon. Right. So it becomes an issue of, I like how Kyle says this. Like, we stick with the idea. simply stick with the idea. We are seeing bullish movement start to develop.
Absolutely.
We
We're
just
seeing a daily fair value gap printed. We're seeing a close above the range finally. We're seeing a bullish engulfing out of the daily fair value gap. And I mean, flipping back to gold for a second, I can find that exact example, right? Look at what we did on gold when we retrace into a daily fair value gap. Given this is inside the range, so
doesn't matter. Actually, it's not, because you're inside of another dealing range.
fair.
So, but yeah, keep going.
In any case, we have a daily fair value gap. We have a candle that wicked into it. It closed bullish engulfing. And then what did you see the next day? You saw some accumulation the next day. We didn't take out the high or the low. But that following day, thought, at least I do. My first train of thought is today's Friday. Nothing's guaranteed on a Friday. My second thought is this looks really, really good on the daily chart. It looks good enough on the weekly, right? If we go back to that really frustrating week that we had on NQ, and I want to say it was this week right here, or maybe it was this one where we left the long wick, right? We did nothing for 4 days but go bearish, 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 and then Friday, Jerome Powell drops a bomb in that he's willing to hear arguments out about cutting interest rates. And then that literal from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on that Friday, what did you see? You saw the entire week's move play out in 1 hour. It changed the entire week's candle. It probably moved the needle on the monthly candle. It definitely moved the needle on the daily and every single lower time frame beneath that, right?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, while my expectations certainly aren't of the highest, that today is the day we're going to nuke this range and go sweep these levels of buy-side liquidity, I'm also not willing to sit here and rule that out.
Yep.
Please, Jerome Powell, bail us out. Oh, man. Now, this is where I'd be looking for 5-minute structure. What do we see in here? If this 5-minute inverse fair value gap, more like when this 5-minute inverse fair value gap delivers, I'll give it a chance. Pending this close. Christian talks a lot about this right here. This kind of 3-candle swing. He likes to see a wick.
Yeah.
Such as this one. He likes to see, and typically this is on a 4-hour or 8-hour chart, so forgive me.
Yeah.
He likes to see this wick. He likes to see this candle consolidate on a very, very, very low time frame. This is very simply accumulation, manipulation, and then you're expecting to see this distribution now. So click over here, you can kind of see that. Small accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Very, 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 very small, but it exists. What would this be for one contract? Oh boy. $10, we'll call it. Trade it back up to, we'll call it this high. $2.5. If you wanted to get passionate about it and take it all the way up to the equal highs, 3.6. That'd be a nice one to cap off this week.
If this inverts, I'll hit it.
Yeah, I'll put a couple contracts on it.
We are inside of a discount inside of a discount as well, which is kind of nice.
I'll definitely be conscious of this last 5 minutes in the hourly for sure. My target is here, so I need it to be in an area such that I can get a 2 risk to reward out of this. So price has to come at least here. This has to be my minimum fill.
Why?
To get a reasonable risk to reward.
Yeah, we could manage out of that. You could, I mean, even if you were a 1.5, it becomes free money, and it potentially moves into a higher time frame trade that we could build ads into.
Absolutely, but then we have to talk about the expectation on a given day, right? It's a Friday. We've had a big news week. If I can get my risk to reward such that I only need to see this high delivered and I can go touch green grass, that would be the ideal situation. But Jerome Powell could open his mouth again, and then congratulations, EU's going to see all-time highs.
Marketing in 3 seconds.
I hate when it opens like that, man, because that's going to give me a trash fill that I'm not going to be happy about. Dip down just a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, copy, we're good. Think. Yeah, I'm good. Did I put an 11-point stop here? 11 pip stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I want to see this give me one more pip in my direction. Put in that tiny lower wick, and I'll get my probably 5 contracts on. Nope.
All right, let's start the write-up process.
I just know as soon as I click this button, it'll deliver me my extra pip or 2 that I'm looking for a greedy fill.
Yeah, in the words of Wyckoff, if it was cheap at this price, it'll be cheap and another pip above.
That's true.
Order submitted.
I told you. I told you. Oh my gosh. Nah. Did you see that?
No.
That is insane. Wow. No words. Wow. That sucks, huh? Womp womp.
Womp womp. Wompity womp womp.
Order submitted.
I hate when she yells at me.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. Mine was trying to choke me all morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't like her odds.
She doesn't either, but hey, I'm a good training partner.
Trial by fire. I've got some sausage going here.
Yeah.
It's great. Thanks for asking.
It's sausage, dude. Of course it's tasty.
It is.
We're having breakfast for dinner tonight. I don't think the kids have experienced that yet.
Really?
Crazy, right? They're like, what do you mean we're gonna have pancakes? Well,
I mean, we're gonna have pancakes. That's awesome.
pancakes.
No lie though, I was never a big breakfast for dinner guy. I think I've explained to you my woes with breakfast before.
Yeah, the pancakes.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Ooh, I don't know if I can take screenshots during a live, but we're gonna find out today, huh? Today's about trial and error, eh?
Yeah, sure.
That is hilarious. G Money just sent me a message right now that said EU sitting pretty for ya. And I just attached him a screenshot that we entered literally 2 or 3 minutes ago.
She's in here somewhere. Just put it there. You want to go eat Nessie for? Hey. Thanks, baby. You're so useful. Ooh. You know, it's interesting as time goes by and you learn more and more about your system, about probabilities. It's never fun to lose, but you care less and less. It's just like you do analysis and you understand that you just keep coming to the charts with the same idea every day and the same process every day. And eventually you will hit one and you'll hit it hard.
Absolutely. This could be a really nice one. We'll see though.
Yeah.
Ideally, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't love holding this into 10 a.m.
I'll go for U of M. I don't care too much about that.
But if we somehow can maybe find our way into a break even or something, that'd be pretty cool, but we'll see. still really, in my head, working through add-ins.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Just because we haven't been in any form of an expansion-based market. So a lot of the time it's like, even if you and I do get into a winning position, it's almost more worth it just to, like, in this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we get up here to this 2.18R, which I would be pretty excited about, this would kind of be the area where you're thinking, like, how we react here at this swing would kind of determine, do we continue displacing or do we just kind of chop in the range the rest of the day? And the large majority of the time here recently, it's just been, we make one move. You get one 1 hour candle and
Yep.
probably 45 minutes within that candle of actual decent price movement. And either you got it or you didn't. We haven't got a lot of those big 5, 6, 7, 8 full,
And you moves, yeah.
yes, full day long continuation moves,
Nope.
which thus has yielded us little opportunity to get out there and add in, right? Because this has to move according to our rules at the moment, and probably just indefinitely. For us to add in or be willing to add into a position, we have to first be willing to take our original and move the stop loss to break even, right? So where in this point, from here, from A to B, where in this point would I be willing to say, all right, I'm willing to move this to break even and still have the room to add in, place another stop loss, and still get enough risk to reward out of the rest of the day? And my answer is, I have absolutely no idea.
Well,
You can add in off of this 15-minute inverse fair value gap, sure. You could add in, but you can't move the stop to break even. So you're just averaging up into your position. You're making your risk to reward less, but you're getting more size on. So it's
getting more size on. So if we invert fair value gap, we could theoretically very comfortably add another couple of cons, pull your stop to the bottom of that 15-minute candle, and hope it holds. So we are trying to get in ahead of the move, and we always are. And I think what how I've been looking at it lately is it's the practice that counts. We are playing the same process every time.
absolutely.
I'm gonna step away from that.
Roger. Old time screaming and shouting. Oh, faith too strong.
Bye.
Welcome.
Have you ever watched the movie Inglourious Bastards?
No, sir.
I'm not sure that we can be friends anymore. You need to right that wrong.
I'm not sure why you thought we were friends to begin with.
Fair enough. It's such a good movie. I'm watching it with live right now. It's so good. I feel like it's like Brad Pitt's finest role. Although he was pretty good in Fury and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Did you get this trade posted?
I'm working on it now.
Nice. Do you have... Well, let me see if I can do it first. Here we go. I don't need the laws of man to tell me what I ought to do.
Oh, cool. I like that. Link below. How do I shoot that? I can repost that. Ooh. Repost.
G Money said, I low-key hate how the whole chat is long. Either they're getting better or we're screwed. That's funny.
That's funny.
He's used to seeing that whole chat kind of flip-flop back and forth and have differing biases from one another, but I push back on him a little bit because Kyle's really been adamant and kind of angry, if you will, or assertive in saying that you need to stop fading his higher time frame bias and you need to get in there and find your own unique entry alongside it.
Miss MetaTrader.
I am gonna get in this if I get a chance at break even here. Well, it doesn't really matter that much, does it?
What are you saying? What are you looking at? Thinking about adding?
No. Top. I'm only in on my funded futures. I'm not in on Top Step or Apex currently.
Order filled.
Welcome to the show.
Order filled.
I'll be your guide. Print me a nice big fat bullish engulfing candle, huh? Next candle. I like how, at least for me, I took this on the 5 minute, and I really haven't looked at the 5 minute since, and I've just been looking at the 15, watching for the 15 minute inverse fair value gap, and then here soon, eventually, right?
I know, man.
If we get what we want, if we go take this, what'd you say?
You just start working your way up.
Yeah, if we go take this previous hourly high, now that is where things get interesting for you and I, because if we take hourly high, maybe we're not willing to take this position all the way to break even, but we can at least protect from an 11 pip stop all the way down to a 2 pip stop, just trailing this current hourly low. And then that could be maybe potentially where we look to find our add-in. Just phenomenal. If I had to pick one thing that I'm in love with relative to our trading, it is our trade management once we are inside of a trade. I have felt all 5 days this week just like I'm in pure, complete, absolute control of our trade management, just trade management in general. It's felt great. I mean, we've taken a couple losses, and we've been in some good positions. We've been clipped at break even a couple times, and every single one of them, I felt like, clicking back over to gold here for a second, every single one of them, I felt like I'm giving myself a chance. If we do print one of these nice candles, I've given myself opportunity every single day this week for just one of these candles to print. And when it does, that's going to be a whale of a day for you and me. You know, we don't need a lot. I need 1 good hour, maybe 2 good hours, depending on what I'm trying to stretch out of the market, right?
Is Mike Levels coming live today?
That is a good question that I don't know the answer to. I hope so.
It's a woman pouring a glass of wine. I don't know why. We need to do some homework this weekend. We should do being assaulted.
You know what we can do, Sam? We can give our crypto analysis. Because we haven't looked at crypto together in a long time.
Say good morning to Sarah.
Good morning, Sarah.
Hi, Gar.
I'm going to go to the bank today and I'm going to propose them this very simple business plan. Are you ready?
Yeah. Need $100,000, please.
No.
Why?
Have you seen that scene from The Big Short where it's like Michael Burry's in Goldman Sachs' office and he says, and they say, "We're prepared to offer you $5 million," and he says, "How about 100?" That's gonna be me walking in and Chase later today. Here's my business plan. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Every single time for the rest of history, Bitcoin dips into a 1 month fair value gap, buy and never sell. That's it. That's the whole model. You bought down here at 20 grand. You bought here again at 25. You bought again at 50. You bought again at 70, 80, right? And you've got another fair value gap printed up here just under 100 grand. And that's where your next buy is going to be. Every single stinking time we find a fair value gap on the monthly chart, I'm going to buy. That's it.
Yeah.
And I will be walking in there saying, I need more money every time.
Yeah.
Talk about a dollar cost average. This would be generational.
All right, what chart are we playing?
Bitcoin.
We're cool. You go ahead and do your analysis and tell us if you think our idea is
Oh, I
correct.
think you're short.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely short.
I don't even have to open my.
Oh yeah, you know.
That's
You know
hard.
we're sure.
I can't believe she just uttered those words.
She's I like what G Money said. Either we're all getting smarter or we're all screwed.
Well, I know you and I have gotten a lot better. I can't speak
Yeah.
for everyone else, but I can speak for us.
Actually, that brings up an interesting point. Like your comment about Kyle just leaning on his community. Yeah, maybe they are actually figuring it out. Like, stop counter trading. Stop trying to do it.
I mean, yeah, if I had people, paying me a pretty penny for access to what I have to say, and I have to sit there every single day and watch half of them do the exact opposite of what I'm doing, teaching and preaching, I would probably be not very happy with them. Yeah, absolutely.
Listen here, dumbasses.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know how else to word it. Hey guys, listen.
Dude, I'm freaking cold.
Yeah.
That's true.
Could have even got in on the 5-minute fair value gap, really, and 5-minute bullish engulfing.
Very rare day again. Did you get a good entry?
We entered in off the 5-minute inverted fair value gap.
Yep. Simple, right? Let's type it out again. I love typing this out. It brings me so much joy. It's a 4-step freaking process. It's this simple. High time frame buys. Opposing raid. Of liquidity. Displacement fair value gap.
By the way, this is too many words. Mine is better. Bias, liquidity, displacement. That's it.
Okay, listen,
Listen.
if you were brand new and I said bias, liquidity, displacement, they're not going to know what that means.
Oh, fine. I can go do their own research.
High time frame bias, opposing rate of liquidity, displacement fair value gap, or in this case, displacement inverse fair value gap and fair value gap in tandem with one another. Execution. What liquidity did we raid? Flip to your 1 hour chart. Boom. Simple. Simple.
Yep.
Repeatable. Consistent.
Organically farmed.
We're in between the previous day high and previous day low.
Wait, where are you at, Sarah? Talk me through this here.
An hour.
1 hour on
EQ.
You do a share.
I gotta grab my next coffee. 1 moment. I don't need the love. One
Any
moment.
other-
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back. Oh. What do we got working here?
I have no opinion yet. I'm just forming my opinion. So in between previous day high and low, you got, I didn't really see anything special on the 4 hour. I mean, it's the same as the one inside this internal. So my thought is always, until we're not going to the bottom, we often will close up that gap. I mean, not always, so it's not like I'm waiting, but it's always a possibility. So same thing on the 1 hour. Now here I would say the consolidation was up here, and we're breaking it with this low. So that to me is a sign that we could move out of there. So I like that.
AMD.
My biggest issue is if we're just thinking like daily, we're not, we had the New York Open, we played above it, we manipulated up. So based on that MMXN, or is that MMXN? Yeah, MMXN strategy, our higher probability is to continue short. Just that
Thetas.
one model. But, so here's kind of interesting. So here's the daily fair value gap. We dug in it. We dug below it, closed within it, so it's definitely still support. I mean, if it's gonna go long, which it certainly could, this is a great opportunity to get in long, because hopefully this will be the bottom of your candle and we'll ride it back up. So I could definitely see that being a good move. That's it. That's pretty much it. I guess we could think about if we're going to consider this all consolidation and not reversing out of consolidation, that's a good argument for the long, because we've manipulated short. We should still be breaking those two relatively equal highs. So I like long. I do like it.
Me too.
Me three.
Here's your fair value gap.
But we'll see.
Not in boarding.
Yeah, we got in off of the 500. And a little bit of context on what you're saying. If you look at, like, pop up of the 4 hour, and you look at, we're arranged within a range, right? So we broke out of a consolidation range.
You're talking about, this is range 1,
Mhm.
this is range 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if we use your language, we're kind of a triangle within a triangle. So we're
Order
compressing.
submitted.
You take an ad?
No, I was just placing my take profit.
Okay. We're compressing, and we're at discount of both of those ranges. We're looking at fair value gaps that are stacked. Right. We have a daily bullish engulfing, I think. Right.
You tap the 50%.
That's fine.
How
We have a daily bullish engulfing. I'm not done. We have a. Okay, go ahead.
often do you tap your 50% and not go deeper?
If there's institutional sponsorship, we don't need it to go deeper. And really, it's probability based anyway. That's what it comes down to.
Order
Does it
filled.
need to dig deeper? No. Could it? Yes. If it does, it does.
That's me getting in on Apex.
So. All right. Let's go see what Mike has to say.
I got the whole barnyard going now. This is the first time I've had every account in a trade in a while. I'll end this stream and jump on mics.
Yep. Talk about it.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our pre-market analysis on September 12th of 2025. The time is 9:29 a.m. It is a beautiful Friday outside. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I've had a great week. It's been a good 5 days. I'm looking forward to next week. Man, I like September. I love the way the market looks going into the rest of the year. Thank you for tuning in. If you hear this, I believe in you. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys in tonight's video. Until then, thank you for watching.